Imagine being the most famous entertainer on earth, but there is no Instagram, no YouTube, and no way to speak to millions of fans from your bedroom. If you want attention, you have to travel to a city, convince the newspapers to care, fill a theater, and perform something so unforgettable that people repeat the story for weeks. Now imagine the opposite. You can reach 500 million subscribers instantly. Every upload produces millions of opinions, reaction videos, memes, accusations, and microscopic examinations of your face. You control your own channel, but you can never truly leave it. That is the difference between being a celebrity in 1926 and being one in 2026. And two people make the comparison almost perfect. Harry Houdini and Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast. Houdini is suddenly timely again because 2026 marks 100 years since his death. Museums, magicians, exhibitions, auctions, and centennial events are bringing his name back into the spotlight. MrBeast, meanwhile, runs the most subscribed YouTube channel in the world. In 2026, Time described his audience as nearly 500 million YouTube subscribers and valued Beast Industries at $5 billion. They lived in different media universes. But both understood the same rule: ordinary talent is not enough. Fame needs a story. In 1926, Houdini was not simply a magician. He was the man who escaped from everything. Handcuffs, jail cells, locked boxes, straitjackets, rivers, and the famous water torture cell all became chapters in one continuing myth. His name became so strongly associated with escape that people began using it as a verb. He also understood publicity with almost modern precision. A public escape was not just a performance. It was an event designed for photographs, newspaper copy, and excited witnesses. He challenged police departments to restrain him. He staged dramatic outdoor stunts where crowds could watch for free. The spectacle created the advertisement, and the advertisement sold tickets to the theater. That sounds a lot like a MrBeast video title. MrBeast does not ask a newspaper editor to describe the event. He owns the distribution. He can build an enormous set, offer a giant cash prize, put a person in an extreme situation, and package the entire thing into one irresistible question. Who wins, who fails, and what happens if we keep making the challenge bigger? Houdini had press agents, posters, theaters, newspapers, and word of mouth. MrBeast has thumbnails, retention graphs, dubbing, social platforms, streaming television, and a production company. Both are systems for converting curiosity into an audience. The difference is speed. A Houdini story could travel across the country over several days. A MrBeast upload can reach the world before lunch. That speed changes what fame feels like. For a celebrity in 1926, public attention was intense but intermittent. Fans saw you on a stage, in a silent movie, in a newspaper photograph, or perhaps in a magazine profile. Radio was expanding rapidly, but celebrity culture was still dominated by print, live appearances, and movies. Between those encounters, the star could disappear behind a hotel door or board a train to the next city. The public still felt close to famous people. Fan magazines offered gossip, romantic stories, and supposedly intimate glimpses into glamorous lives. But much of that image was carefully manufactured. Studios and publicists supplied photographs, interviews, and polished biographies. A star was a person but also a controlled character. Today, the controlled character is expected to look uncontrolled. Modern celebrities post casual photos, behind-the-scenes clips, jokes, apologies, meals, relationships, and personal thoughts. Fans do not only want the finished performance. They want continuous access. The celebrity must appear authentic, even when a team has planned the upload, adjusted the color, tested the thumbnail, and scheduled the post. MrBeast is especially interesting because his public personality is unusually consistent. The videos change, the prizes grow, and the locations become more elaborate, but the basic character remains recognizable. An energetic host who creates an impossible challenge, gives away enormous amounts of money, and keeps the story moving. Houdini did something similar. He maintained the identity of the fearless escape artist even as he moved into movies, worked with his wife and stage partner Bess, investigated spiritualism, collected books, and exposed fraudulent mediums. The public did not need to understand every part of his life. They needed to recognize the promise attached to his name. But being famous 100 years ago came with a strange advantage: limited data. Houdini could count ticket sales, newspaper coverage, and fan mail. He could hear applause. He could see the crowd outside. But he could not watch a graph showing the exact second when thousands of people became bored. He did not receive an endless numerical verdict on every creative choice. MrBeast can. Digital fame provides astonishing information. A creator can test titles, compare thumbnails, study watch time, measure where viewers leave and see which idea spreads fastest. That makes modern celebrity more efficient. Can also make it obsessive. When attention becomes visible as a number, every quiet moment can look like failure. The scale of the audience has changed too. Houdini became an international celebrity through years of touring. He physically crossed borders and performed in major cities. Modern platforms cross those borders for the celebrity. Videos can be dubbed into multiple languages and delivered globally without the star entering the country. Yet the modern audience is also fragmented. In the 1920s, fewer media channels meant that a major star could occupy an enormous share of public attention. Today, someone can have hundreds of millions of followers and still be almost invisible to people outside a particular online world. That creates a paradox. Modern fame can be much larger and much narrower at the same time. Money works differently as well. Houdini earned through live performances, tours, films, publishing, and related ventures. His physical presence was central to the business. If he did not appear, the main attraction was missing. MrBeast has turned fame into an expanding business network. Videos support sponsorships and advertising, but the name also extends into food, television, philanthropy, financial products, and other ventures. The celebrity is no longer only the attraction. The celebrity becomes an infrastructure. That expansion creates more opportunity, but also more responsibility. A modern creator can employ hundreds of people and influence the behavior of a vast young audience. A mistake is no longer just an embarrassing performance. It can affect workers, contestants, business partners, and customers. MrBeast's productions have faced public criticism and legal allegations concerning working conditions. Those claims illustrate a central problem of industrial-scale creator fame. The brand may still look like one cheerful person, while the reality is a complex corporation. Houdini also faced criticism, feuds, and danger. His campaign against fraudulent mediums produced a very public conflict with Arthur Conan Doyle. Newspapers could amplify controversy, and gossip could damage a reputation. But the news cycle had natural friction. Information had to be written, printed, transported, and read. Today, controversy moves at the speed of copying. A clip loses its context. A rumor becomes a trending topic. An old joke returns years later. Thousands of strangers investigate, defend, mock, and monetize the same event. The celebrity may respond directly, but that response immediately becomes more content. Privacy has changed in the same way. A 1926 fan might wait outside a theater or send a letter. A modern fan can comment on a celebrity's wedding photo, track a location, analyze a family member's account, or create a convincing synthetic video. The distance between admiration and surveillance has become dangerously small. Still, Houdini's fame was not safe or gentle. His body was part of the product. Audiences expected real physical tension. His public identity demanded that he appear stronger than locks, water, pain, and fear. When he died on October 31, 1926, newspapers across the United States gave the story major coverage. The man famous for escaping everything could not escape death, and that tragic ending became permanently attached to his legend. MrBeast's version of risk is different. Physical stunts remain part of the spectacle, but the larger danger is endless escalation. If one video gives away $1 million, the next must feel even bigger. If one show fills a massive set, the next needs a new record. The audience becomes accustomed to impossibility, and yesterday's miracle becomes today's baseline. So, was it better to be famous 100 years ago? In some ways, yes. There was more separation between the public performance and private life. A celebrity could leave the stage. The audience could not demand a new post every day. There was no real-time scoreboard measuring relevance every minute. But old fame was also controlled by powerful gatekeepers. Editors, theater owners, distributors, studios, and publicists decided who received attention and how that person was presented. Reaching the public required access to institutions that most people could never enter. Modern fame removes many of those gates. A teenager can upload a video without permission and eventually build a global audience. That is extraordinary. But the gate has not disappeared. It has become an algorithm, and the algorithm never sleeps. Houdini and MrBeast reveal the bargain at the center of celebrity. Both gained power by understanding attention better than almost anyone around them. Both turned a simple identity into a repeatable promise. Both made the audience ask the same question: what could possibly be bigger than this? The technology changed. The pressure did not. A celebrity must remain familiar without becoming boring, surprising without becoming unrecognizable, and available without giving away everything. 100 years ago, fame meant becoming a legend that newspapers could not stop discussing. Today it means becoming a channel the world cannot stop refreshing. And if you had to choose, would you rather face Houdini's locked water tank or MrBeast's endless algorithm?